Hello everybody. This is the DJI Mini3 Pro abandoned boys home flight. We'll take off here and I'll fill you in a little bit about this. There's some dandelions, that's what's happening now. Anyway, this particular place was called the McCune Home for Boys. It was founded in 1907 by Judge McCune in Missouri and up near Independence, Missouri, near Buckner. In 1907, it was founded. They paid $9,000 for the land in the county in 1907, and it was 100 acres. They had 40 acres of corn, 14 acres of alfalfa, 2,000 cabbages, 200 brood sows, 100 spring pigs, and 14 milk cows at this facility. In the 1970s, they started housing more kids there that had worse past, that had been worse to society. And in 1980s, it got worse than that. They started putting drug users in there and kids that crackheads and stuff like that. The facility is fenced in with high security fence. They had a classroom in there, vocational classrooms. Through the 1900s, early 1900s, they had steam laundry where they taught you how to do laundry at a steam facility. They had a shoemaking, taught you how to do shoemaking and building construction at this place also. So as you can see, I'm flying over some of the different rooms and buildings there in the school itself. In the 1970s, the courts appointed a Sister Driscoll of the Ladies Sisters of Charity to be administrator, and she was for a while there. You can see the high security fences all the way around the place. It's closed. I've flown over it, and it's abandoned. Most people are just throwing trash up there now. It was closed in 2012, but it's a neat facility to go in. There's another video I'll tell you on YouTube called just look up the McCune, capital MCcune, Home for Boys, and it'll take to a video where 3 kids go inside. This has been, back in 2000, I don't know, early 2000s, 2000, right after they closed, 2012, 15, something in there. Take a look at it then, and you can take a look inside. I'm more showing you what's on the outside from an aerial point of view. There's the fields and stuff like that are private fields next to it. Used to farm some of that. You can see the high security fence going all the way around the school. It was originally made for, just kids, troubled kids, like the boys' home that you see Mickey Rooney star in, that kind of orphanage type deal where kids were sent, that were a little bit troubled boys' town is what I'm thinking of the movie. But as time went on in the 70s, they started the county started putting kids in there with more problems. And then it got worse in the 80s when the crack started becoming, crack cocaine started becoming a big thing. And the kids in there started getting pretty bad. They started housing pretty bad people. So all the windows are barred, high security fences around the complex. You can go in there. It's the gates are open. You can walk right in and look around. I went in and looked around a little bit, but I didn't film any of that. I just thought I'd get some aerial footage with the drone for you today and let you guys explore it on the other video that's on YouTube, the inside of it. It's a lot worse. It's turned a lot worse since the other video that you'll be watching that's on YouTube. The buildings have been everything's busted out. All the wiring, security locks have been taken, and they've just trashed the buildings very, very badly. But it's a beautiful area around here. There's a private home right there. That's 24 highway that runs through Missouri right there, running east and west. Now coming out of Independence, going to Buckner, Missouri. So the area is real beautiful, and Jackson County, the county that this is in, like I said, bought the land in 1907 for $9,000, that 100 acres. and it was a very successful home for 107 years, whatever it was, from 1907 to 2012 when it was closed. So 103 years, whatever. It's been closed quite a while now. Let's see, 13 years now. So it's been gotten into pretty good. They used to have it fenced off, but the road's open now, and people go up there and dump their trash and get inside the place and just really ransack it. I'm just showing you some video now of the area surrounding it that is real pretty. You know, you wouldn't even, if you didn't have any idea that that place was up there, you would have no idea. I mean, you'd think it was just wooded area, but it's pretty neat up there. I'll probably do some more filming up there when I get some more people with me, and if it's still open, go back in there and take a walk like that other video you watch on YouTube. If you look up McCune Home for Boys, MCcune, and it's gone downhill from there, but it still has a tremendous history to it. If you just Google McCune Home for Boys, you can look at the history of the thing, and wow, something else. We'll take another look at it here. Some of the dormitories, like I said, all of these things have been, all the windows are busted out. All the electrical's been taken out, stolen, you know, ripped off. I'm surprised there, you know, you can tell there's been a lot of homeless in there too. People have been dumping their trash up there. You can see in the left-hand corner, big trash piles there. We'll try to get down and do a little closer view for you before we call this a video here. Here's the main, one of the main centers right there in the school. I like that smokestack. That's a real neat smokestack. I heard that the kids that lived there back then, when they helped build that, actually laid the bricks and all that. So that's pretty interesting. And you can see that high security fence still goes all the way around it. It's pretty neat. I'll try to get a little lower here, but where I'm at, trying to keep a visual line of sight on this, a lot of trees, so you can't get down too low because you got trees popping up all over the place. So I'm not sure where that road went off to. It ends in the woods there, but there's the road that's open that you can drive right up and come up to the home. You spin around here. We'll head back along the security fence. Maybe we can come over the main parking lot and the school again and lose a little altitude here. Let me get my bearings, turn right here a little bit, come back over the main parking lot here. If you're ever in that part of Missouri, it would be a neat thing to go through and explore and see. I mean, geez, the history there is just tremendous. And I like looking at stuff like that, to tell you the truth. But it's all just wasting away up there on top of the hill. The main building is right there, and I'm going to try to drop down and get you a little closer look at that. I'm going to slide over the fence here, try not to run into any trees. You can see people have been up here dumping in the parking lot. There's the main, just on the right side of the screen, it just disappeared. That was the main entrance security shack that you had to go through to get into the school. And let's pick up the camera here. There we go. We'll slide down here over the security fence. Gain a little bit altitude. As you can see, people have been finding a place to dump their trash. It's too bad. It's become a dump, but I first got interested in this. My son told me about this. His in-laws had mentioned it to him, so look at that security fence. See how it's tilted out like that? So you can't hardly climb it. To me, there's no way to get out of there, but I'm sure there is, but it would be really hard. Somebody's actually had a heck of a fire there at one time, it looks like. Let's drop down and see if we can just slide over the top of this security fencing. Try to back up a little bit and show you some of this stuff here. There we go. We'll just slide right over the top of this security fence. Don't want to get too low here. There we are. We'll see if we can get around here and show you some of these buildings a little bit. There they are. They're overgrown. Like I said, all the windows are busted out in them, but they're really neat inside. I mean, a lot of graffiti that you know, I can't repeat on YouTube, but I don't pay any attention to that stuff that's on there. You know, I'm more interested in the history of the building and how many kids were housed here and what they were thinking of. The rooms were like cells. Oh, they were cells with bars on the windows. All the windows had bars on them and stuff when I peeked in there. So looked like 5x8 cells, maybe a little bit bigger than that. I'm not sure. Didn't look very big to me. Group showers. Okay, you can see the moss and stuff has grown over that whole side of the building there on that particular dorm. And I'm calling it a dormitory. We'll slide back over here. We'll see if we can come up to the main school. And you can walk down this path, and once you get past the security gate, just open up the gate and slide right on in there. You just got to be careful. You never know who or what you'll meet in a place like this. There's the top of the school. And I did not know it had 2 levels. I'd like to go up to the top level and see what's in that upper level up there. See, everything on the roof's been ransacked, taken out. Let's look at this chimney here. I think we'll take a look. You see some of the graffiti they've got on the roof, or on the side of the building there on the 2nd level. Let's take a look at this chimney. Take a little peek at it. I want to look at that roof one more time. Yeah, it's all been gotten into. Let's slide over here and see if we can get a view of this smokestack, chimney, whatever you want to call it. There it is in the corner. I thought that was cool. It's still standing too, boy. 1907. So how neat is that? Do a little circle around here, little manual orbit, do a half one, then I'm going to come back and call it a video, I think. I should have flown right down and looked right down it, but it was all dark, so. But I was thinking it would be neat. There I am. Give you guys a bird's eye view of this if you're ever up there. Like I said, just out of Independence, Missouri, right before you get to Buckner on Highway 24. This is the McCune Home for Boys, which has been closed since around 2012 again. Opened in 1907 by a circuit court judge, the very first circuit court judge for Jackson County, Judge McCune. There's where that fence, you see that fence there? You can pull in and drop prisoners or boys off. It's got a sliding gate on it, and it's got fence on the top and on all sides. You know, it's a secure place where you could bring people in and drop them off there. I thought that was really cool. And the gates still work, man. Been up a long time. There's the little security place where you'd have to enter, and you'd park out there and go through this little shack, security shack right there. And that would get you entry into the complex. So that's about it. I hope you like it. Hope you're interested in it. Check out that other video that's on YouTube on McCune Home for Boys if you want to see some of the inside. 3 kids went in there, and I'm planning on doing that myself soon, but not in this video. Anyway, stay safe. We hope you enjoyed it. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Follow that golden rule. You know, it's always the best thing to do. And hopefully we'll get some more content out there for you soon. And here we come. We'll get this Mini 3 down and get her set down and call her a day. Thanks for watching. Slide over here. Let's slide back a little bit. We know where we're going, I think. And we'll see you again soon. Here we go. I think she's going to commit now. Stay safe, everybody. God bless you all. Boom.